screens. It'll pop up all over the place. I do believe that we are live. And yes, I realise it's Thanksgiving. I should either have had a long lie-in or just be hanging out relaxing, because I'm British, so Thanksgiving is not really a it's not really a holiday that I usually celebrate, although I tend to celebrate every year because people are very nice and invite me out to dinner. But this time around, yes, I am cooking, and the turkey's all prepared. Not that you have to prepare a lot for a turkey. I know people go over and over and over, how do I cook a turkey? What am I supposed to do with this turkey? What is the best thing to do with the turkey? And on and on and on they go. Years and years ago, my father taught me how to cook a turkey, and I'm going back to, well, I wasn't even 20. Oh gosh, so many years ago. And all of about, what would that be, about 30 years ago, wouldn't it? Anyway, so my father taught me when I was 20 how to cook a turkey, and I've kept by his rules ever since, and I cook my turkey exactly the same way as my father cooked his turkey. Would you like to know what I do? It's so simple. First of all, I don't stuff it. I don't put anything in it, because I like the heat to go through the turkey, around the turkey. And if you stuff a turkey, you sort of, you're stopping that heat from flowing. I know there are many chefs out there who would completely disagree with me. I know this, but this is my tried and true recipe. I've had no complaints so far. Are you thinking perhaps that nobody would dare to complain? Is that what you're thinking? Nobody would dare say Rosemary's turkey's dry or tasteless or what have you. So this is what I do. Of course, I take it out of its thing and take all the gizzards and the giblets and all the rest of it and put them to one side. I'm going to cook those later because they make the best gravy. Anyway, so then, and also the dog likes them, so why not? And then I rinse out the turkey inside and out to give it a really good pat dry. The trick about roasting whatever it is, whether it's beef or chicken or whatever it is, never ever ever put it in the oven wet, because you won't get that nice sear on it that when you put it into a hot oven, you get a really lovely nice sear on it. So this is what I do with my turkey. All right, so I'm going to put it into the oven at about 400 degrees. What, you say? What? 400 degrees. I'm going to heat the oven beforehand, 400 degrees, for about 10 to 15 minutes. So that skin has gone like this. It has more chance of becoming crispy. I've already seasoned the top of the bird with, well, I use Lowry's seasoned salt. I love Lowry's. I use it for all sorts of things. Now, so then you shove it in the oven, and I mean shove it in the oven. I usually, in order to not have too much cleanup, I'll line the baking pan with the roasting pan with parchment paper, because then that way I can just wrap it all up and not have any too much cleanup afterwards. And I'm a big one for not having too much cleanup. And I'll put it into the oven for about 15 minutes on really, really high, and then I'll reduce the heat to 350. All right, and then I will cook my turkey for 15 minutes per pound. Now, I happen to have a 12-pound turkey sitting waiting to go into the oven, and so that means I'm going to cook my turkey for 3 hours. 3 fours are 12, right? Yeah. So 15 minutes a pound and no longer. Now, I know a lot of people think, and we used to do this, when I was a kid, when my mother was doing the cooking, often people would put the turkey in overnight on a low heat and then leave it in all night long and bring it out the next morning, and bingo, it was cooked. But it was also dry. So a lot of people cook the turkey far too long. What am I doing here on this show right now? This is not a cooking show. This is simply a heads up that at 11 a.m. this morning, as usual, even though it is Thanksgiving Day, 11 a.m. this morning, Eastern Standard Time, I shall be on The Spirit World Sees All. And I'll be taking questions, and I'll be doing my best to answer. I can see that we've got lots and lots of comments, and you all know that I can't see those comments. However, I have a secret weapon this morning. I have my friend Chris, who's sitting opposite me on the sofa. Can you see all the comments, Chris?
I can see them on the channel I'm on.
Oh,
on the Facebook.
Okay. Do you want to come and snuggle next to me? You don't have to be on camera if you don't want to be, but you can see all of these comments and questions. So get your booty over here. I'm going to move slightly. Chris does not want to be in camera, so we absolutely honour that. The puppy's up, and so just move him, Chris. Just push him off a bit. Oh, oh, right. Okay, so so we are looking at your comment. Can you see them?
Yes.
Do you need your glasses? Are you okay?
Yes.
Can you say hello to everybody?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Happy Thanksgiving.
And this isn't even the show. We've not even begun yet. I'm just telling you about how to cook your turkey if you so choose to do it my way. If you have another way, I know that a lot of people, well, in fact, I've done this. If you really want a special bird, you can actually very gently and very carefully get your hand underneath the skin. Use your knuckles and get your hand underneath the skin, wriggle it around until the skin over the flesh comes loose and makes a nice big pocket. Then if you like, you can put your cranberry stuffing or your cranberry sort of shove it in there and pack it in there, so that you get this lovely flavor on top of the breast. See, I've got all these ideas. We're not doing that today because, hey, I'm packing today. I've got a lot to do today. I don't have time to cook, so my turkey is going to be shoved in the oven. However, it will be delicious. I'll guarantee the dog will love every bit of it. I'm not a big turkey fan, but I'm cooking turkey for my guests today, and I'm sure that they will love it. I'm also doing roasted parsnips and carrots with sea salt and olive oil sprinkled all over them. They're going to be delicious. I'm going to be doing some roasted onions and some mashed potatoes and some roasted potatoes, and oh my goodness, we're going to have so much food. What are we going to do with the leftovers?
I think we're going to pack them and take them.
We're going to pack them and take them. There's nothing nicer than cold parsnips. Well, except hot roasted parsnips. Now, all right, I'll be back here. This is getting ridiculous. I'll be back here at 11 a.m. Would you like to mention any of the comments, Chris?
Well, you have a whole bunch of good mornings from Sandy and Jude and Maggie and Belia, Sonia, Ravi.
That scrolls up.
This is where we are right now.
Okay, all right.
So a whole bunch of good mornings.
Maybe it scrolls down, right?
Blessings on this day. Praying your fur child is healing. Happy Thanksgivings. So that's pretty much what everyone's saying.
Okay. Well, hopefully you'll join me at 11 a.m. this morning. If you're too busy cooking, well, actually, you can't be too busy cooking. Just put me in the kitchen with you. You never know, you might hear me whisper, a little more salt in those potatoes now. You might hear my whispering in your kitchen. Not really, I'll be too busy in my own. But we should be back with your questions and looking forward to seeing you then on this very, very happy Thanksgiving Day. For all of you out there who are concerned and been sending prayers to my darling Cachorro, he is a lot better, still not out of the woods. He's going back to the vet in the morning for another checkup. He's still on his meds, and so I've got to, as soon as we're done with this, I've got to give him another pain pill. But it's so funny, he sees me coming. I wrap it in cream cheese because it's the easiest, and he sees me coming and he runs, and I chase him all over. He doesn't quite run, he's not that active yet, but he hates it. But he's sort of becoming resigned to it, and all of his other antibiotics and things like that I put in his food. So he's, he's coming along. So thank you very much, all of you. I really appreciate it. The good news is, even though he's 14 years old, he survived a very, very long anesthetic. He was under for a long time. So he survived that. So everything else is just can only get better, right? So, all right, I will see you in 40 minutes or 45 to 50 minutes. I'll see you again. Be prepared to come with your questions because I shall be here preparing to answer whatever you throw at me. I'd love to know what you're all having for Thanksgiving, by the way. So you can let me know that too. Okay, I'll see you then. All right, bye bye.